Hello, boys and girls. These 2 weeks, I thought we could focus on learning a little bit about geography, and an important part about geography is learning and knowing how to use an atlas. I thought it would be nice. I'm going to read you a story of what you would do with an atlas. Obviously, in this day and age, we have a little device known as our cell phone that has Google Maps on it. And anything we want to find, you can find on your Google Maps. You just have to type it in, and there it is. The whole world is there for you on Google Maps. But before that, we really needed to learn how to use an atlas, and it's still good to learn how to look at maps, how to use an atlas, and what they're good for. So this is a story called What Would You Do with an Atlas by Susan Karlovansky. And here are the table of contents, is the introduction, the atlas, using an atlas, parts of a map, kinds of maps, the conclusion, and a glossary. So obviously this is a nonfiction book. These are the parts and the chapters in the table of contents, which is a part of the nonfiction text features. And here we go. What would you do if you had an atlas? If you had an atlas, you can learn about the Earth. An atlas is a collection of maps. A map provides information about a place. Some maps show the whole Earth, and other maps show just part of it. I'm going to move this over so we can see here. A globe is a world map in the shape of the Earth. So a globe is also something that we could have at home instead of an atlas or a map, and you can use it to find different countries and different places on Earth. With an atlas, you can find North America, Africa, and Australia. Where is Australia? Check out the atlas, and it has a map of Australia. So on this little right-hand side on this page, you can see that here is North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia is over here, and Antarctica is down below. And here you see Australia and the different parts that make the country of Australia. Maybe I'll just leave myself right here. No. Okay, I'll move over. Hawaii is in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The United States is in between Canada and Mexico. An atlas shows you where places are. Australia is south of Indonesia. So if you look, there are different countries that are located in different areas, and you can kind of learn more about the countries based off of the countries that are surrounding that country. Using an atlas. An atlas is a guide to the world. It shows where places are. It can also have information about those places. Many atlases have a few places in the beginning that explain how to use the maps. Wow, I want to learn about the world. Using an atlas is fun, but there are some important things to know about atlases. And the reason why I'm doing this is because a big thing I've always loved, and you can ask anybody that had me in 3rd grade or anyone that has come along. I love having maps in the room. I like when students know where they are in the world. We learn about geography, which is like the study of the places and countries and locations around the Earth. And I think it's important. And I think it's also fun. So hopefully you find it as fun as I do. Here we have the parts of the map. Almost every map has 3 things. The first is a legend. The legend tells you what the words and symbols on the map mean. What kinds of symbols do maps have? This map marks the capital cities with stars. Other cities have small dots. I learned this from the legend. The legend is a little key that is found on a certain part of the map that shows you what to look for on the map. The bar scale converts miles and kilometers to inches and centimeters. Now I know how far it is from Los Angeles to San Diego. The abbreviation MI stands for miles. The abbreviation KM stands for kilometers. The second thing most maps have is a bar scale. This bar scale helps you measure distance on the map. So say you have an assignment and the teacher asks you, can you tell me how long the distance from the city of Los Angeles to the city of San Diego is? And if you zoom in here, you'll see that Los Angeles is down here and San Diego is right here. So you would take a ruler, you would measure this out, okay? And then you would measure it with the ruler and it would tell you how many inches it is from Los Angeles to San Diego. And then you can measure that based on the miles and kilometers. It's a little bit more extensive than that, but I'll try to get into that later. The third thing on a map is a compass rose. A compass rose shows the 4 directions on a map. North is usually towards the top of the map. I don't see a compass rose on this map. There's a point for each direction. It looks kind of like a flower. So he couldn't find the rose on the map, but it kind of looks like a flower and it's north, east, south, west. And there's different ways for you to remember this, like never eat soggy waffles. And there's other ones. And in between north and east, there's northeast. And then between south and east, there's southeast, south and west, there's southwest, west and north, there's northwest. And I think that starting in 2nd grade, you start learning a little bit about this in social studies. Atlases can have different kinds of maps. So you might see a lot of maps and atlases, but they're used for different purposes. So he's asking, isn't a map just a map? Of course it's a map, but a map can help you get around the world, but it can also teach you other things about the country you're looking at. This is a historical map. It shows North America in 1841. So this specific map is showing you what North America looked like in 1841. Some maps give you information about the states and capitals. Some maps give you agricultural information, like what type of flowers and crops, like vegetables, are grown in certain areas of the country, and what type of animals are raised, like cattle and sheep and chickens, what type of natural resources there are, and what you can find in certain areas of that country. The maps in a road atlas show roads. You can find out how to get places. You can go to the zoo, the airport, or any other city. So this is kind of like your Google Maps, because on your navigation or on any type of map, you might have an Apple or iPhone or iPad, so your maps there look different. I have Google Maps, and it's the same thing. If you look here, all you see are the roads, and the roads that go from one state to another. A small close-up map of a part of a large map is an inset map. Road atlases often have inset maps for big cities. So they'll show you a state, but then when you get to a big city, they'll have like a zoomed in version, so you can look at the street names and everything else that go in with the city. Political maps show the borders of countries. You can see what land belongs to each country. Political maps can also show states and countries. So here you have a political map of the world, and it shows you the continent North America, but it also shows you what part of it belongs to Canada, what part of it belongs to the United States, what part of it belongs to Mexico, and all the other continents. You see North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia. He's blocking Australia, but you could see Antarctica right there on the bottom. He said it looks like a patchwork quilt. Yes, it does. Okay, thematic maps are for specific topics. A thematic map can show you where wild animals live. So this map here shows you where different animals live around the world. So as you see in the United States, we have some snakes, we have bison, moose, deer, geese, jaguars, it looks like over there. There's definitely moose or elk up by Alaska. Then you have the orca whales in the ocean over here. And down here in Antarctica, you have the penguins. So there are different things that a thematic map will be able to show you. These are some of my favorite, the thematic maps. They give you a lot of information about places. A physical map shows the Earth's surface. It includes things such as mountains, lakes, rivers, and oceans. Where is the largest lake in the world? You can look that up in a physical map. And are there mountains in China? Yes, you can also look that up on a physical map. With an atlas, you can discover the world, and that is very true, boys and girls. So if you don't have a computer or technology available, you can use an atlas to study the world. When I was younger, my sister and I had a big atlas. It was definitely the size of like 2 of your desks at school put together. And we used to keep it under the bed and take it out, and we used to open it and look through all the pages and look at different countries and where we are. And that is why I love, teaching all of you about geography and where things are in the world, because I think it's important that we do know that, where your country and states are situated. So this is all for my little atlas presentation of why an atlas is important and what are some parts that are found in an atlas. And I will have more on this in another video that I'll be working on for you soon today. All right, I hope you enjoyed this story. I will see you and talk to you soon. Bye.